What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Back with Digimon Story Time Stranger. Or, as I believe I would call it, the Pokemon game worth its price right now.
I'll give you a proper tour of the house now. This is the living room.
I'll explain that opinion
Over there
in
is the
a moment.
And that's my room. Don't go in without asking.
No, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna barge into a
Feel
girl's
free to use
room.
it whenever you want. Do you cook?
You think I'm some sort of common lout?
Wait, is this too much all at once?
You said you showed me your room and the kitchen.
My dad wants to talk to you. He's a detective, by the way. He said for you to come see him.
I mean, look, to
get to his office.
This is a nice apartment or whatever, but I mean, like, it's not.
Anyway, it's about time I left for school.
Come on.
Just in case anything happens while I'm gone, can you give me your Digiline ID?
Okay, so they know my Digiline. So is the Digiline like a common communication for these guys? I don't know. That was just weird to me, hearing, give me your Digiline ID. Because again, my brain just goes, but wait a minute, wouldn't it just be a cell phone? But I guess the Digiline is just everybody's form of communication in this. We're just gonna go with it and move on. So as I was saying, I'm making a joke because I've seen some articles and some people talking about this, that this game is, if you want a good Pokemon game right now, because a lot of people are pissed with Legend ZA, to play this game instead, and I would agree with that. I think this game is much more worth its cost, and I think it gives you that kind of monster hunting feel, personally. And I've said this in another series.
Did you sleep well?
I am having fun with ZA. And because there's more dialogue here and I don't want to talk over it, I'll finish this train of thought after.
I don't know what would have happened if it weren't for you. That was quite the day yesterday. Those phase electron life forms, Digimon, you call them. So here's the deal. For various reasons, I know some things most civilians don't. I'm familiar with the term phase electron life forms, but you seem to know a lot more about them than I do. So, who exactly are you working for? Yeah, I figured you'd say that. I know how it is, after all. I've got some experience in your line of work. I know that you can't speak freely about these things. I really need to know more about those creatures you call Digimon. My guess is you were sent here to investigate what happened yesterday. Wouldn't it be best to have a home base nearby? You're welcome to use my house, if you'd like. No need to get your guard up. I just want to know what you know. But that can wait until after I've earned your trust. Just don't go disappearing on me in the meantime, okay?
Look, I don't hate this guy, but something about his face is freaking me out.
Spilling the beans about you. To the police, public safety, maybe even Hiroko. I'm sure getting internet famous through her videos wouldn't be ideal now, would it? I'm joking. For now, at least. Now that that's out of the way, let me finally introduce myself. I'm Kosuke Misono. Nice to meet you.
I think it's the eyes. I think his eyes are what freak me out.
I've got to go out for some work, but you can have free run of the house.
It seems that girl doesn't remember meeting you at the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building. But I suppose that's to be expected. Our analysis indicates that you've somehow been sent back in time 8 years. I combined the info I've been receiving from your Digivice with positional data from 8 years ago, and fashioned an improvised location data system. I'd say it's fairly accurate. Try accessing the location data system while viewing the map on your Digivice. I'll contact you again as needed. All right, I'm counting on you.
Okay, I really hate this section of the game. It's essentially go to these points and people essentially listen to rumors around town. I feel this section overstays its welcome. I mean, this is a pretty short video. I mean, we're just kind of doing just this. And if your question is, well, AJ, why didn't you make it as part of the longer video? I think the next video... Sorry, I'm racking my brain. It's either this video or a very upcoming one is almost pushing an hour 15, I think. Just because that's how kind of breaking it down in kind of like chunks, just kind of it flowed a little better. It's just like this. It's especially while I'm sitting here doing commentary. It's just I fatigue for a lot of these. Just kind of it's important world building and stuff, but it's just done so slowly that it makes me tired. It makes my eyes hurt. I get bored easily. Sorry, I know I shouldn't say that, but I do. It's my short attention span. Growing up here in America with all our TV and whatnot. Ugh. Books suck, am I right? But yeah, all in all, what I'm saying is, I think this section of the game is drawn out too much. You're seeing the food there that is for the Digifarm, which I haven't really played around with the food. I've heard that your bond with your Digimon, which I think is more what the food is for, is much more important now in a recent update. But for the most part, we're going to skip the Digifarm because really, outside of micromanaging certain stats for Digivolution, I really don't do much in there. So I'm just kind of skipping. Like at some point later on, I was keeping a notepad by my desk of like, okay, this Digimon, I need these stats or whatever. So I just go in there and I'd spend like 15 minutes micromanaging all of this, put it away, and get back into the game. So yeah, just to keep things rolling, I'm skipping over that stuff. So yeah, you can change your outfit, which thank God that the base outfit is really stupid. I actually think the gloves and t-shirt actually really works. Oh, okay, almost sneezed. What was I talking about earlier? Oh, right. Legend ZA. I actually do enjoy the game. I do. I think I've seen people like Asmongold really dig into it a lot. I've seen a lot of creators really go after the game hard, and I get it. But first off, it looks like a Pokemon game. It's always like, oh, well, this game looks like this, and it's $70 compared to this game that looks like this. I get it, but it's the Pokemon art style. It's fine. Granted, the draw distance isn't good, but the game runs fairly smoothly. You know, I haven't noticed any major bugs or anything, and I'm playing on the original Switch. I'm not playing on a Switch 2, but yeah, the game runs fine. If anything, my biggest problem is just the amount of content. Like, the city that you're in, incredibly small. Like, you'd think okay, you're gonna set it in a city, that's fine, but you'd think that you'd make the city pretty much like Legends Arceus, where you would, because the city's built in a big ass circle. I can't remember which Pokemon region this one is set in. It's Lumio City, I think. You know, and it's set in this bit. You know, it's in this big circle that, you know, there's like a pie wedge for each district, but each district really doesn't. Even though they're called something different, they don't feel distinct. Like, I would actually make each district almost the size of one of the maps in Legends Arceus, or like, I wouldn't care if there were load screens in between, because I think that's what they were going for, was trying to hide all these load screens. But I actually would have preferred there be load screens in between each district. to give us more content within them, because you can climb on the buildings and you do this, but I can run across the town in 15, I can be from one end to the other end. I can get there in about 5 minutes. So who gives a shit? There's some interesting platforming stuff that's introduced by being able to go up on the side, up on the rooftops in the game. There's there's a shockingly small amount of wild zones, which are kind of like you can catch Pokemon in these areas, because the city, it all fits into the narrative for why there are these specific Pokemon catching zones, but there are also Pokemon just out running about that aren't part of these wild zones, so it's a whole thing. But again, so you have these wild zones, okay, but some of them are so incredibly small that essentially everything is almost right on top of each other. The new combat system I think is interesting, but I prefer the original Pokemon combat system. I really like the concept of as it's called, the ZA Royale in the game. So you start as rank Z and you have to work your way up to rank A. Again, it's a whole thing within the narrative. But I think after about rank W, because for story reasons, they have to get you involved in Mega Evolution. And I mean, I'm already at like level 35. All my Pokemon are evolved. So it's like, so we're just going to advance you right to rank G. I'm like, well, no. I don't want that. Keep me back down. Keep me at level, or you know what I mean? Keep me at W. I want to work all my way. Yeah, I almost wish they would have left the story out. And I know that's weird coming from me, because I actually like the gameplay loop of during the day, go to the wild zones, catch Pokemon, doing side missions and whatnot. And then at night, you go into the battle zone and you have to fight people. And sometimes you can sneak up on them and you can land a hit before the battle even starts, so they can already knock out a Pokemon before the fight even starts. And again, it works within its own world, and I enjoy it. But it's like there are so many cool ideas in Legend ZA. It's just, it's almost like when you come down to implement them, I feel the developers made just some weird-ass choices that I really didn't like. So, I'd say while enjoyable, is it worth the $60? Some would say $70. Yeah, I think it's $70 on Switch too. It was $60 for me. Probably not, but I don't think it was that bad. I'll phrase it that way. I don't think the game is as bad as people are giving it, or as people are slamming it for. But I understand people's frustration with Pokemon's
own research into time travel was suspended after a series of accidents in the early stages.
Kind of laziness with their IP. And they're trying to sue Pal World. That's a separate issue.
I shouldn't have mentioned that. Just focus on the mission for now. I'm counting on you.
You see, I think maybe a lot of my frustration with this section is, say it with me, it's not voice acted. And I know so many people are going to say, oh my god, AJ, just suck it up and read. No, I refuse. If I was meant to read, TV and video games wouldn't have voice acting and be so good. That's why I have such a problem playing Legend of Zelda. As much as I enjoy Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I just don't like reading. I'm lazy. I feel like there would be more people standing around a guy just lying down in the middle of the... Well, I guess it's not the street, but still. I feel like people would have More people would have been standing around that guy.
Wow.
So I walked right by what we were supposed to investigate. So I'm like looking for this. It said like golden flash or light or something. Yeah, so I'm thinking, oh, is it a vending machine? Is it? It is not. We walked right by it.
Great.
We run back into this area, and all of my brain is thinking of that one area in Kamurocho in the Yakuza games.
Wow.
Of that one alley that ends that dead end just like that. That is all my head can think of whenever I see something like that in a game. And there it is. Alright, so we are about to enter... I forget exactly what they call it, like the theater of the in-between or something like that. I'm gonna have to get further in the game to see all this explained, exactly what this place is, because I'm really confused as to what the hell is going on here. Well, you see this purple-haired girl that we saw at the beginning of the game. So yeah, I'm really curious as to what the hell all of this stuff is within the context of the game as a whole. So here you can meet the merchant, so you can literally buy any item from this guy, from anywhere, any shop that you found in the game. At least I believe it's from pretty much any shop. And this is for DLC. And everywhere else we cannot explore / we cannot explore yet. The way I said that just reminded me. It's such a weird pick, or weird pick out of my brain, is the Simpsons movie. The worst day of your life so far.
Welcome to the In-Between Theater. This is a special space located between two different space-time dimensions. Humans find their way in from time to time. Some people refer to it as being spirited away. As for why this place exists, that will be clear enough.
Okay, that was really weird. The file explorer on my other...
The natural laws of the world
on my other monitor just popped
down.
up.
You will not be able to stay uninvolved. It's possible I may be able to help you. Tell me, what is it you desire?
I was... Okay, for some reason I was like, did my voice recording stop? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, so far everything's good. See, I do like the fact that they'll gain the same experience and everything. So you can place items in little islands or whatever. Yeah, I guess I don't see the purpose of any of this. If somebody, again, more familiar with the game can say, oh no, AJ, it's really cool. This is why blah 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 happens. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see what the point of really editing the Digifarm is. So this is just kind of my initial, just kind of taking a look at things. Like I said, from here on, we'll skip over this. So essentially you're seeing like the amount of space that they walk around in or whatever. And again, like I'm seeing the red on like the tree or everything, so I'm like, okay, do they like break stuff while they're in here, or do they... Again, for what this thing, for what you can do here, I feel this is far more elaborate than it needs to be. I'll phrase it like that. And again, unless somebody can explain to me that there's actually there's something a lot deeper here, but I'm not seeing it. I'll phrase it like that. So essentially, the game starts you out with one set of every training equipment, shall we say, for every stat. And I will say, I do like this game's the idea for this game that you can essentially just train your Digimon in any stat combination that you want. Like, it really gives you a good amount of customization with that, and I think that's really cool. Then we have the outer dungeons. So there are... We'll get into them much later for what the outer dungeons are, but these outer dungeons here are all DLC. I think I got them for pre-ordering the game. Again, you can see by the little shopping cart. Or maybe I didn't get them. Maybe they are available for purchase. I'm not sure. Either way, they're not base game stuff. They're essentially places to XP farm, material farm, etc.
Are you all right? Where have you been? I lost contact with you for a bit there. I'm analyzing data as it comes in from your Digivice. It seems returning to your original timeline won't be easy. Even if you did make it back, the situation here is nigh hopeless. It all started with a conflict between Digimon. But now, humans and their mechanized weapon have entered the fray, making it an apocalyptic three-sided conflict. The battle over Shinjuku triggered all manner of anomalies, laying waste to major cities worldwide, one after another.
I keep getting notifications.
The disaster that sparked this global calamity has been
I just got told that
the Shinjuku Inferno.
That Windows Defender just did a scan of my laptop. We're all good. Everything's fine.
Able to avert our impending doom.
Yay!
I have no proof of this, of course. No one's ever tried to rewrite the past before. All we can do is have faith in you. I need you to find information about this Shinjuku Inferno, so keep up your investigation. I'm counting on you.
Great.
That transition hurt my eyes. Yeah, this is where I felt really bad about buying clothes, because she just gives you clothes, and honestly, I like those stuff that she gives you. The Adamas shirt that she gives you is actually pretty cool. I dig it. Okay, so yeah, I don't think I have those 3 DLC dungeons because it didn't have a little check mark next to the shopping cart. I believe that's how that works. Alright guys, we're gonna wake up, get the lead into the next, to our next day here in the past, and I'm gonna do some upgrading of my agent skills as well as some Digivolutions. So if you want to watch that, enjoy. If not, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Social media in the description, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
I've added a feature to boost the synergy effects with your partner Digimon.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm
Strengthening
out.
the benefits of your bonds. This feature is called Agent Skills. Agent skills improve as you progress, allowing for accelerated digivolution and enhanced cross-art abilities. Master this function and use it to carry out your missions.